Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Marino Inyane Suman, the founder and CEO of Me Apiaries. Just like humans and many other animals, in bees we have two sexes, the female and the male. The female is subdivided into two castes, a queen and the worker bees, and the male being the drones. By the end of this video, we are going to know the bodily differences between the three castes and the roles they play in the colony, how they contribute to the colony. I'm going to first talk about the queen. Irrespective of the number of bees in the colony, we will have a single queen. The number of bees in the colony can be anywhere around 10,000 to 60,000, and irrespective of the number, there is going to be one queen. I talked about a colony. Let me explain it. A colony is a group of bees living together as a community, either in a hive like this, or in a hole of a tree, or under a branch of a tree, or in a crevice or something. So that group of bees is called a colony, irrespective of the number of bees in there. Like over here, there are a number of bees there, but there's only one queen. Now, the queen is the leader and the mother of most of the bees, if not all of them, and it is the largest among all the bees. And then it has a long stinger, which it never uses on humans. It uses the stinger on rival queens. As I said, there should be only one queen, so if another happens to appear, there's going to be a fight between them, and the survivor will be the queen. So what does the queen do in the colony? The queen has two primary purposes. One is to lay lots of eggs. In a day, a queen can lay about 1,500 eggs. And then it does that to ensure continuity of the colony. In every 2 months, by 2 months, old bees must have died and new ones must be reborn. It is the duty of the queen to lay as many eggs as possible. So the queen again releases chemical scents called the pheromone. It is not only the queen that releases the pheromone, and so that of the queens is especially called the queen substance. Whenever the queen wants to identify its members, or the members of the colony, it releases the queen substance. The queen substance again inhibits development of ovary by the worker bees so that they don't reproduce. And then also the queen substance prevents the worker bees from producing queen cells. It also helps the bees to move as a cohesive unit so that there will be unity. When the queen dies, the opposite of all that I've said happens. The worker bees will start developing ovaries and producing unfertile offsprings that grow into drones, which I will talk about them later. And then also they start producing other queen cells, and then also there will be disunity in the colony. That is when the beekeeper must come in to resolve the situation. So now I'm going to talk about the drones. The drones have a roundish body type they have prominent eyes. I mean, their eyes are so huge. They are larger than the worker bees but smaller than the queen bee. They have no stinger, and so they don't sting. Some people say bees bite, bees bite. Bees don't bite, they sting. The drone bees don't have stingers, and so they don't sting. And then they are unfertile bees. They are male. They are the only male caste among all the bees. And their role, the role they play is to mate with the queen. So let me tell how the mating occurs. During the mating season, drones from different colonies, many of them congregate at a point in the air, about 10 to 40 meters above the ground, forming a cloud of bees and waiting for a virgin queen to come. Now the virgin queen will move from the hive and take a nuptial flight to where the drones have congregated. And as soon as it reaches there, the drones will chase it and competing among themselves just to mate with the queen. Only few will succeed in mating it, and they die soon after mating it as their reproductive organ gets torn, and the queen will also fly off into its hive. So I'm going to talk about the worker bees now. The worker bees are the smallest and the most numerous bees, and then they possess organs that helps them to discharge their duties. The worker bees have a long tongue that they use to suck nectar from flowers. And they have a big honey stomach that they use to carry the nectar from the flower into the hive. Then they have a pollen basket on their leg too that they use to carry pollen from the flower to the hive. They also have glands in their head that they used to produce nectar. They used to produce something called royal jelly. That they used to feed the younger larvae and then the queen. They also have glands in their thorax that they use to produce enzymes which ripens the honey. And then they also have glands in their abdomen that they use to produce wax to build the combs, the bee combs. So they have all these organs, and they have a stinger too that they use to sting intruders and to defend the colony. So when you approach a bee colony and they sting you, those who come to sting you are the worker bees and not the drones nor the queen. So the worker bees, they work. That is why we call them worker bees. They are workers. And the work they do depends on their age. So from the time from day 1 to 3 weeks, they work within the hive. They work inside the hive. They are tasked with activities in the hive. And then when they grow past that, they work on the field. At the ages that they work in the hive, we call them the house bees. And when they start to work outside the hive, that is on the field, we call them field bees. So what do they do? I'm going to talk about the house bees first. The house bees, when they are young, they start with cleaning. So some serve as cleaners. They will clean the cells in the comb. And then some also work as ventilators. They will always be fanning the hive, inside of the hive. Some also produce wax to build the combs. So they are builders. They will be building the combs. What the bees store the honey, the larvae, everything in, they will build it. And then some also act as guards. They are always at the entrance of the hive, protecting the colony. Some also act as undertakers. They will take off dead bees from the hive. So they are undertakers. And then so mostly this is what they do. Some also when the fruit bees come with the nectar and everything, they receive the nectar and everything and then put it in the rice cells. So this is what they do. They do more, but this is mainly what they do. And then the the field bees too, what they do is they go out of the hive foraging for nectar, water, pollen. So they are those who bring all those things. And some also act as scout bees. They will also be scouting for places where when the bees want to abscond, I mean when they want to leave the hive, sometimes they will leave the hive when maybe the temperature in or the conditions in are not favorable. They sometimes leave the hive. It is the scout bees who go out scouting for suitable environments for them to go and stay. When the bee population also increases, they would like to divide themselves, and it is the scout bees who find suitable places for them to go. So this is what the worker bees do.